Okay, what the title is called is the top 10 movies that aren't as good as everybody says. Now, there are quite a few movies on this list, but there's only 10 that I, um, actually chose to talk about, and, so let's begin. Number 10, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, I understand this is the first movie in the trilogy, right? Or, not even a trilogy anymore. Yeah, it's the first one, and to me, it's the one that was lacking in the, the adventure in it. I mean, I really didn't feel interested in it. It really wasn't that good. I don't know what people really like about it. The only scene that I actually remember is the scene where the guy gets shot. Like, I think because Harrison Ford had diarrhea or something, he had to like just make up something, and he really didn't want to fight this guy through a long sword fight, and he just ends up pulling his gun, bang, shoots him dead. Okay, you guys, and then number 9 is Pulp Fiction. Now, don't get me wrong, it does have some things that are cool about it. Like, it has lots of good actors in it. John Travolta, Samuel Jackson, Bruce Willis, and all of them. Ving Rhames. Uh, yeah, they're all cool in it. Uma Thurman, yeah, they're all good in it, but the story doesn't really feel connected to itself. Like, first, there's one scene where John Travolta dies, spoiler alert, and he, then at the very end, he's like alive again. You're like, I just saw you die, what the hell is this? You know, it really doesn't make sense, but then I went on IMDb and I read the article about it, and now that I thought about it, it makes sense, but I really didn't like it because the way the order it was told in. Okay, now number 8 is Grown Ups. Don't get me wrong, it does have lots of decent actors in it, but the only one I didn't like was Chris Rock and David Spade. Them two are the worst actors ever, I say. But overall, it had some things good about it, but it was just a boring movie. That's what it was. I don't remember any of the jokes. I did not like the story, about 5 guys, wanting to be kids again or something like that. I don't remember it, but there's something about it that's not good. Number 7 is Step Brothers. Now, don't get me wrong, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are cool together in this movie, but it's just very poorly written. Like, I don't understand the family at all. Why is the father treating the other son like his kid and all that? I don't get it. The only scene that actually gets me is when John C. Reilly jumps onto the bed and crushes Will Ferrell. I just like seeing that. But overall, it wasn't a very good movie. I didn't like it. I don't remember any of the other jokes, other than them getting the crap beaten out of them by the kids. I didn't like it. I just didn't. Number 6 is Zoolander. Now, don't get me wrong, Ben Stiller does have a couple good movies, but this one is not his best. It wasn't that good. I didn't like the characters in it. I didn't care for the story. It was a stupid movie, I say. I just did not care for it. I mean, it was treated as a big joke, but I just don't care for it at all. Number 5 is Zombieland. Now, I may get lots of criticism for this, but Zombieland is not as funny as Shaun of the Dead. The jokes are like more understandable in Shaun of the Dead. It's got better characters. In Zombieland, it's a boring lead. You know, let's see. The only one that was actually interesting was Tallahassee, because he was the one that doesn't take shit from anybody, and I just liked his character. But let's see. The 2 girls are the bitches. they steal their shit and all that. I wanted them to die. And Columbus, I could not stand his attitude. What the hell is up with that? Oh, I want a girl. Well, who doesn't? And he's just an idiot, and I wanted him to die so bad. I just did not care for that movie. The jokes were kind of lame too, and number 4 is The Shining. Now, let's just see what it is that makes The Shining so good. Jack Nicholson's performance, the setting was alright, and that's about it. The story wasn't told, like, it just wasn't written out, I thought, as good as it could have been, and it was just boring. I don't remember what the hell happens in between. The scares are cheap and stupid. The only scene that really gets to me as being scary is the scene where, I think they're playing out in the snow, the mom and the son, and then Jack Nicholson just stares at them through the window. That part kind of was creepy, but it's the only thing that got to me as being called scary, and I don't know, I just don't see it as being the best scary movie out there. I mean, what is so scary about it besides the music? What the fuck is so scary about it? Oh, excuse my language. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm getting out of control here. I'll stop it right there. Number 3 is Napoleon Dynamite. Now, this is the movie where it makes the lead character a loser, just like Superstar, but I thought Superstar did it really well, and it was actually believable, as here, it really sucks. The ending I didn't care for. I did not care for Napoleon Dynamite's character at all, because all he does through the whole film is go, you know? That's annoying. That really is annoying. And if it was a horror film, I'd say he'd be the first one to go. I'd root for him to die. Whatever. Moving on. Number 2 is The Blair Witch Project. What I didn't like about it was the idea of it just being as, like, trying to make it scary when it really wasn't. It was just a group of friends killing each other, stuff like that. I don't even remember it, and I don't care to remember it, and let's just leave it at that. It's that terrible. And number 1 is Paranormal Activity. Now, let me tell you something about Paranormal Activity. It's just a boring film. It doesn't have any likable characters. The setting is just stupid. The idea of it was pretty cool. I mean, filming it as a documentary, but it really wasn't going anywhere, and you could assume what was going to happen at the end. It was all predictable, and I didn't get the ending of her being possessed like that. I mean, I'm not going to watch any of the sequels ever, because this one really let me down, and with a sequel to a crappy film, I'm never going to see it. Let's just leave it at that, and peace out, everybody.